She's looking at me crazy. She say something crazy before it's time to come on camera. She has absolutely no it's about to record time etiquette whatsoever. None.
Well, I know we're about to record, but
But what?
Help it.
But yeah, she can, but she don't want to. So then I come on looking crazy because I got something in my head that she just said or did, and I can't blurt it out. Anyway, we're talking about empty nesters. We're talking about empty nesters. I mean, and this might be a weird topic for you because but you'll be able to relate to all of it at some level, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think so.
Okay. And I didn't have this down, and this is not part of what I wanted to talk about initially, but you never think about your parents having to have dealt with it. You just be thinking, oh, I left and they was glad. I'm glad her ass is out of here. Mm-hmm. But you don't think about the fact that they had to deal with that.
Yeah.
And so then that they might have missed you. But this is what I think. And I love my son. And Jonathan, if you ever decide to watch this show one day.
Like that's
you
just
don't
my
watch
mom.
it.
I don't watch
It's my mother. I ain't watching that. So if you ever decide to watch this show one day, don't take this the wrong way. But even though he's gone, it took me a hard time. It took me a hard time. I'm sorry. I started talking to somebody off camera to tell them to turn their damn phone off. But turn their ringer off. So they heard me. So even though
Listen, I need to make sure my ringer's off now.
Okay. So even though I was sad to see him go, I don't necessarily want him back.
Oh yeah. My mom. I remember my mom saying that. And if you watch this, brother dear, she didn't mean it personally. She's like, girl, he's gone. Praise God, he's good. Everything's all right. You happy? You safe?
You happy? You safe? Your mother says that a lot. You say,
Because
every time you imitate your mother, you say something like that. I can't wait to meet her. She a cute little lady too. I saw she a real cute little lady.
Yeah, she didn't. She was like, no, because you gonna go and be grown, running in and out of my house and folk up in here and liquor, and because that just was her thing. Don't be bringing no women's and no liquors in my house.
Women's and liquors, both plural. Women's and liquors. I don't know.
In my house.
I mean, because you want the person to grow up and you want them to go off on their own. You do miss them, okay? Mm-hmm. You definitely miss them. Matter of fact, one of the things that I'm hearing other people talk about the most is the fact that when they're, and I don't have this experience, but when you're married and that child leaves, you then have to get used to the person that you've been living with, raising that child with for all those years. Yep. Because primarily your relationship was about the kid. Yeah. And there was so many conversations about the kid. Yeah. You could go somewhere, you couldn't go somewhere. You could eat, you couldn't eat. There was always surrounding this child. Mm-hmm. But now that person is not in the house anymore. So what the hell do you have to talk about? Okay? All right? I mean, and so hopefully, I got so many friends who are waiting for their kids to graduate and go away to college so they can leave their husbands.
Oh.
Yeah. But because they've already
another topic.
No, that's another topic. But it's because they've already realized that outside of the kids, they don't really like him that much.
I understand that.
And I think
that's going to be something else to deal with, you know.
Oh, look, it's definitely going to be something else to do. But when the kid, who was it? Somebody I was talking to, two different sets of people last week. Was when the kids are getting ready to leave, or the last child is out the house, and I realized that we don't know each other.
Yeah. But do they want to get to know each other
in
again?
some instances they do.
And in some they
But it's kind of scary because it's like, where do you start? Because and then, so in addition to having to get to know that person again, you have to get, you reconstruct, because I had to reconstruct my life. So there are lots of things that you couldn't do because I had a boy child.
Right.
So yes. I couldn't walk around the house half dressed. I didn't do that. I know some mothers do, but I think that shit is weird. You walk around showing your boobies and your behind with no clothes on with a boy child. That's just, it ain't right. Just my opinion. So I just, not that it's not, I just don't, it's not something to me that I wanted to do. So I'm not judging whatever y'all do.
Especially once they get older.
Yeah, and they don't want to see, they be like, oh.
Right.
They don't even want to see. They don't even want to see all of that.
Yeah.
And so I realized that there were so many things that I could do now that I couldn't do before. I could go from upstairs to downstairs in the kitchen, bucket ass naked.
Right, and that's a thrill, ain't it?
I was like, whoa!
Girl, that's a thrill.
I was like,
I miss?
I don't got a tile. The towel, okay, and then so taking it into another realm. Same page, other side of the page.
I can get busy.
I could get the boots knocked up in this piece and not care whether or not anybody hears me. Shh, don't make no noise. Shh,
right.
Don't make no noise. He gonna hear you. He gonna hear you. There's nobody to hear except for the neighbors if you leave the window open.
Or you live in one of them attached places.
You live in one of them attached places or an apartment. Then you can be heard, and then you don't really give a shit.
No, you don't. Because,
hey,
we're grown. I pay my rent over here. You pay yours over there.
I never understand the people who go into the hotel room and then they want to have sex and then they want to say, shh, the people next door might hear us. I don't know them.
Right. And they knew when they paid for a room
that there was a
possibility somebody next door would be knocking
banging headboards. They knew that. Okay, so we do digress. But anyway, so when you become an empty nester, even eating.
Yeah.
I stopped eating.
I know, because now you don't have to make breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Well, I mean, he and I weren't in that space anyway so much because he was an adult when he left the house.
Okay.
But I still was used to cooking dinner.
I got you.
I was used to cooking dinner, whether he ate it or not.
Right.
And making sure that it was balanced.
Okay.
So when you find yourself by yourself as an empty nester, you start doing dumb shit like making a chicken leg and not making no vegetables.
What you eat for dinner? Chicken?
A piece of cheese.
That's it?
And
yes,
why?
That's all I want.
Because I didn't have to cook for anybody else. But you miss it. You miss it. But then you appreciate it at the same time.
Exactly.
Because it does. It alters everything. There's so many things that change for the good and for the bad. Or I like to say perceived good and perceived bad. Because it's all good.
Right.
So for the bad,
yes.
like I said, you get kind of lonely. Because I was very lonely because I was in the house by myself. I think I was calling people and asking them questions. What you doing? You busy? Bitch,
yes.
It's 3:00 in the morning. Yes, I'm asleep.
Why you not sleep?
Well, because I just can't sleep. Well, this is how you do it. You close your eyes.
And you count sheep.
Count sheep. 1 by, 2 by. That's how you do it.
That
Okay?
Sleepy's commercial, oh, they crack me up.
Oh, yeah, that's good. You start bugging the hell out of people. You start, and we're going to talk about this a little bit later on, but you start looking for other stuff to do.
Yeah. You're getting to know yourself again, I guess. It's like an identity.
You don't have any idea.
You're starting to figure out what your identity is now that you no longer have these kids in the house.
You don't realize when they're there how much of you is them.
Right. Yeah.
And how much of you, last week, a couple weeks ago, I was going to visit, we were going to Myrtle Beach, you guys, I shared that with you, right? And I was packing my little bag and I was trying to pack a little bit of clothes because I was trying to hurry up and come back. And then I said, I think I might have told you and 3 other people, why am I trying to hurry up and come back? There's no reason for me to try to hurry up and come back. There's nobody that I'm attached to. There's no kids I have to come take care of. There's no job, 9-to-5 job I have to go to. I can work from my computer.
Wherever you want.
So why was I trying to hurry? Because I'm used to that. So it dawned on me, you guys, tell me where you want me to come see you. Because I'm going. I'm going to be traveling.
That's good.
I'll be all over the place.
Yeah.
I mean, if I can get there through the car, that's good. If I can't, I get on the bus, I get on the train, I get on the plane. I want to come visit you. So tell me where you at.
Yeah. Sounds like good stuff. I want to go. I can go right now.
You're not it. Okay, you can come.
What?
I was saying you wasn't an empty nester, but that don't really have nothing to do with it. We could take the show on the road.
We sure can.
We could take the show on the road. We're going to bring That's Just Lola to you. That's why we need you to subscribe so we know who you are, right? So subscribe, click that button and subscribe so we know who you are, so we can come see you. Tell us, are you in Tampa? Are you in Arizona?
Oh, yeah.
Are you in Sin City, Vegas? Where you at?
We were on
Georgia?
somewhere last week when we were on and somebody said, we need y'all here. Was it Atlanta?
Oh, I think it was Atlanta. So when we come back, find us.
No, it was Cali.
Okay, Kelly. Okay, so she does it. Every time it's time to stop and start. So we'll be right back. Subscribe to the subscribe button for more of That's Just Lola and Empty